really simple, right? You are seeing somebody, you find yourself at a crossroads, and you're like, you know what? I don't know if this is somebody that I want to move forward with, date them, or if I should just go ahead and move on, dump them. And the Playhouse family kind of weighs in from there. So as you form an opinion, do you think that she should dump them or date them in this instance? 237-HITS, text 35270. Nicole today at Dump 'em or Date 'em says, I hate his job. Been seeing a guy for a few months, but I hate his job and his career path. He manages a fast food place, and when we started dating, I thought that was like his temporary job, but it's becoming clear that's his career path for some time. He talks about the pandemic and how it's affecting their business like he's fighting a war, and like he owns a restaurant, he manages a fast food place. And I'm just sitting here like, you're not a doctor. I thought he'd eventually want to do more with his life, but it's obvious that he might be a fast food lifer. I otherwise really enjoy our relationship. Do I dump him if I don't like his career path? I'm going to vote dump him right away, but probably not for the reason you think. This would be one of those instances where we do dump him or date him. I think you're doing him a favor by dumping you.
Yeah.
And that you're probably a wonderful person too, but if he has a job that he has some passion for and he's putting in an honest day's work and he's a hard worker, which it sounds like he is, I don't think that that's somebody you should be passing judgment on. I don't.
Well, and honestly, there is money to be made, especially in this market, in the food industry. And I think it's just because of the job market that it is. But you never know. Like, I'm not saying he's making as much as a doctor makes or whatever that may be, but he's probably making good money. He's obviously passionate about what he is doing. And yeah, he's maybe not a doctor, right? Like, with everything going on. But he's still putting himself on the line. He's still doing a service to people by having food available to them. He's doing a good thing. And in a way, he is kind of putting himself at risk, right?
Yeah, he 100% is. And why do I think that there's probably a lot of the restaurant owners and managers of some fine establishments, both those probably have experience in exactly what he's doing right now.
Yeah, 100%.
So you say career path. I think that you're throwing shade at what's probably a pretty good career path. Dump him or date him. 237-HITS, text 35270. As you would expect, probably a lot of people in his support, it looks like, as far as the texts go.
Yeah, somebody said they can make some good money as a manager and she is just being judgy. Somebody saying, dump him. You don't deserve to be him. Clearly he's passionate about something. What do you do for a living? Somebody else said management at fast food places pay very well. Sounds like he's better off without her. Almost most fast food restaurants are franchises, which means they are privately owned small businesses that are hurting right now too. Who could say no to some free chicken nuggies?
I do like them chicken nuggies. We were talking with somebody on the show the other day, and the term came up on the show, and what we said was, she worked at the grocery store. It was when we had Dawn on at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
And we called her, just kind of in conversation, as far as I know, we coined the term forgotten frontliner. And you hear a lot about the people that are on the front lines right now working in the medical industry who are doing amazing work, and they're putting themselves at risk, and they're amazing people. But there is also people that cannot work from home, that have these jobs that have been deemed essential, that are also in a different way, but still, if you have the luxury of working from home while he's having to go out still and be around the public and take credit cards from people, he is still putting himself at risk. Not as much as somebody that works in the medical industry, but he's still kind of a forgotten frontliner where he's out there and he's being essential and he's doing his thing. And so I do think you're not giving him the credit he deserves. I really don't.
Almost everybody in the text club saying that dump him because to be with somebody like him. But then somebody else saying, you know what? It's okay to just not like what somebody's career choice is. You're still going to be in a relationship with that person. It's a deal breaker in most relationships, and it's going to cause fights down the road. So if you want to break up with him because of this, maybe that's not a bad decision to do.
You wouldn't be the first person to break up with somebody because you don't like their job. It probably happens by far more than a person realizes. 237-HITS, text 35270. Dump them or date them. Hello?
Heard then, guys got to make money. Don't have money, how can you buy your date, go on flowers and stuff?
Yeah. That is accurate. That is very true. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have money, he wouldn't be able to do those things. Got it. He's putting in an honest day's work. I hear you. What were you thinking? Dump him, date him? Hello?
Yeah, I think maybe he just should get a different girlfriend if that's it.
Right. Yeah, so he should find a different girlfriend. So he should dump her, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That general consensus obviously does seem to be that for sure.
For sure. This is kind of funny. Obviously, that's the thing. Somebody said, date him. Think of all the free food that you could be getting. And then somebody else said, I went time that worked in a fast food place. It wasn't because of his job. It was because of the smell that he had when he came home. I was sick and tired of the fried smell he'd bring home with him.
It seems to be like it's going to be a pretty landslide, and that you should dump him. But basically,
Yeah.
I think the fine print to that is people are saying it's because of you, not him. If there's any other thoughts on it, maybe you think there's an angle here that we haven't touched, by all means, 237, it's text 35270. She wants to dump him because of his fast food career path. Most people are saying, yeah, dump him. Do him a favor.